So in this question, you can find this AD using this triangle over here. And then you can use sine cos tan. So that is going to be C sine B. And the same thing you can find from this triangle, and that would be B sine C. Again, you can find this side length, that would be C cos B. And this side length, now you can write, it is going to be B cos C. So if you look into this diagram, you can see B sine C should be equal to C sine B. Why? Because we are talking about the same height, right? So we can say C sine B should be equal to B sine C. C sine B is equal to B sine C. Now what I'm going to do, I'm going to do cross multiplication. So if I cross multiply, I get sine B divide by B. So I'm going to bring this guy to this side and then this C to the other side. If I do that, this is equal to sine C divided by simple C. Simple C is the length, capital C is the angle. Now, what is this? When you see this structure, you should know something. Sine rule. So we derived sine rule through this geometry, right? This is sine rule. We'll discuss another question. Consider A divided by sine A is equal to B divided by sine B is equal to alpha, right? If A is equal to 1, B is equal to 2, alpha is equal to 0.5, find A comma B. Capital A, capital B are angle values. How you do that? So what I'm going to do, look at the board, guys. A value is 1. Sine A. B value is 2 here. That's going to be sine B. Alpha value is 0.5, which is half. I'm going to write that as half. Yeah. So now you have to understand, three things are equal to each other. So that means this guy is equal to this. Or you can say this guy is equal to this. Right? So individually they are equal to each other. So what we do now, to find A, I'm going to take these two and then say 1 divided by sine A is equal to half. Then from here, you subject sine A. If you do that, that's going to be 2. Correct? Sine A is equal to 2 from here, right? Now, how do you find A from here? How do you find capital A from here? Okay, hold on. I know you guys know. How do you find A from here generally? Cross multiply. Yes, Sri. Sine inverse. Okay, remember, always I teach this concept in this way. When you have a monkey, I don't know how to draw a monkey. Right? When you have a monkey, monkey has a tail. Monkey has a tail, right? So monkey goes with the tail. You can't talk about the monkey separate, tail separate. Monkey and the tail together. Remember this. So likewise, sine A means like this. Sine this bracket. This is your blank space. So this whole thing comes together like a unit, like a package. This is not sine multiplied by bracket. No. If sine multiplied by bracket, what is the meaning of SIN then in math? SIN is just a word name. So sine comes with a bracket. So inside you get input. So you might think if I need to find A, let me cross multiply SIN like this. Yeah, if you are doing something, but what is SIN means? Right? So it doesn't make sense. So in this case, what you do, if you need to find A, you are going to bring this guy to the other side. The details I will teach you later, next year maybe. So this is coming, this concept is about inverse functions. Inverse functions I will teach you next year, right? So A is now sine. When sine comes to the other side, it's going to be sine inverse 2. That's the answer. If you check your calculator, this sine inverse is there. Sine inverse is there, right? So we can calculate that later. All good. So now let's go to the other one. We need to find B now. So I have 2 divided by sine B is equal to half now. So I'm going to subject sine B. So when I subject sine B, that would be 4. Now you can find B. How do you find B? Now you know how to do that. Sine inverse 4. So you bring this sine to the other side. For now, you can think in that way. Inner piece, I will teach you next year. I can't teach you now. But this is important. Everybody should know this. So this is how you find A and B. Okay? Right. Another question. These are good questions. So understand. So I'm going to get this to be alpha. Let me introduce this alpha for you. This is going to be theta. Let me introduce that for you. This is 90 degree. Okay. This length is 5. This length is 5. This length is 10. This length is 15. Actually, you don't need this. Hold on. This one is going to be This one is going to be 2 alpha, or maybe, okay, make it simple. Come on. This is alpha as well. This is alpha. This is going to be y. Right. So I'm going to say this is A, B, C. What you need to find, carefully do this. These are good questions for you to improve. What you need to find, this is A, B, C, and I would say this is D as well. What you need to find, find AD, DB, CD, lengths. Let me see. So I'm going to delete this one as well. Okay. I made it easy. So this one, let's look at this one. If you think about this inner triangle, it's a right angle triangle. If you have a right angle triangle, you can use Pythagoras theorem, you can use Sokotowa, sine costan, you can do many things. Outer one also right angle triangle. So this is outer, this is inner right angle triangle. If you look into this guy over here, this guy is not a right angle triangle. This guy is a non-right angle triangle, right? So now if you look into this diagram is crazy. Many things together. So when you have a non-right angle triangle, what are the theories you know? You know sine rule, right? Okay, now let's think about this. Now, I'm going to look at this height. Using sine cos tan, that height is going to be what? So let's see what I'm doing. So I'm going to say tan alpha. I'm going to say tan alpha. Tan alpha is equal to BD divided by 5, correct? So from here, BD is readily available to you. So BD is equal to 5 tan alpha. First one, got it? Isn't it? That's how you think, okay? Slowly think. Now, I'm going to get this guy now. I'm going to get that guy now. That guy I can get using cos alpha. What is my cos alpha? Cos alpha is equal to 5 divided by AD. 5 divided by AD. Okay, meaning. So then AD is nothing but now 5 divided by cosine alpha. 5 divided by cosine alpha. So that also fine. So we found that as well. Okay. Now what we did was just sock it over. Now, right. So we know this guy. And then we know this guy now. We know this guy. We need to find this guy, right? Correct? All right. So that is the last thing now. Now, you understand this dude over here is a non-right angle triangle. So if it is a non-right angle triangle, what we can use? Direct theory, sine rule. So use sine rule for that guy. So using sine rule, So what I will do, I will bring that, I will bring this triangle out, and then I would say this is alpha, this is going to be theta. This length is known, that length is phi divided by cos alpha. What you need to find? You need to find this y. This y is what you need to find. Agree? Correct? You have to ask questions if you have. Otherwise, nothing will happen. Now, for this triangle, we use sine rule, which is going to be sine theta divided by y. Should be is equal to sine alpha divided by the side opposite, which is 5 divided by cos alpha. Now let's see how I'm going to simplify this. Now, I need to subject y. If I want to subject y, if you have a situation like that, I take the reciprocal. What do you mean by reciprocal? If you have a divided by b is equal to x divided by y, if you have a situation like that, you can write b divided by a is equal to y divided by x. This is very similar to 1 divided by 2 is equal to 2 divided by 4. This you can write 2 divided by 1 is equal to 4 divided by 2. Same. Right? So knowing this piece from grade 1, 2, 3, we extend that idea here to here. Now, if you do that here, it would be y divided by sine theta is equal to phi divided by cos alpha, the whole thing divided by sine alpha. Right? Now let's go to our fundamentals. Sine alpha means sine alpha divided by 1. So this one is nothing but phi divided by cos alpha multiplied with 1 divided by sine alpha. This simplification is a known simplification. Right? So when you go to grade 6, 7, this is like a divided by b divided by c divided by d. This is nothing but a divided by b multiplied with d divided by c. This is a known fact from grade 6, 7. Right? So now, left hand side I have y divided by sine theta. Good. Now what I do, I can combine or group the right hand side, which is 5 times 1 is 5, divide by sine alpha cosine alpha. Right? Now I'm going to subject y. Now this one I can cross multiply to subject. So it's going to be 5 sine theta divided by sine alpha cosine alpha. That's the answer. It's okay, you couldn't do that, but understand. So the idea I will write here, you have to find this m. Once you find that m, this is going to be 180 minus m. Then you can find this one. This is going to be n, for example. So you can find n plus theta plus 180 minus m is equal to 180. So 180 go on. So you need to find n, right? So n is equal to m minus theta. Now find m, game over. So from ABC triangle, right? So using sine rule, you're going to say sine alpha divided by L2 is equal to sine m divided by L1. Correct? Any questions with that? No. So I need to find m now. So I firstly isolate sine m. Sine m is equal to cross multiply L1, L2 sine alpha. So what I did, I bring this L1 to this side. So L1, L2 sine alpha. Now, using our previous knowledge, we try to subject m by moving sine to the other side. Now, this can be a little critical. Look at this. So when you are sending sine to the other side, you do this. Sine inverse, what is in the right hand side? Right hand side, you put a bracket, like this one. Not a big thing. Right? Now that is n. That is the answer for m. So once you know that, you can find n from here in this way. N is equal to m value is this. Just copy. Minus, put this one properly, minus theta. That's the answer for n. Now we have this, right? Now what I'm going to do, I need to find CD, right? So I'm going to arrange it in this way. So I have to draw this separately so that I can show it to you this better. So this is my n now. N actually we found. This is my theta now, right? So, right. So that is fine. So you need to find CD distance. Actually, to find CD distance, we can take the whole thing. So I'm going to take this one as well. I'm going to take this one. This is L2, right? So this is L2. Look at the board. This is L1. This is alpha. This, I would say Y. Okay, so this Y we need to find. So now you have to consider this bigger triangle and then use the sine rule. So if you use the sine rule for that one, it would be sine n divide by L1, look at this, is equal to sine theta plus alpha. Sine theta plus alpha divide by y plus L2. Do you get that? Please focus. Understand whether you got this. So theta plus alpha is this. The opposite side length would be y plus L2. N is this. Opposite one is L2, L1. The rest is just words, right? Letters, right? Now I need to subject I need to subject y now, right? I need to subject y now. How do you subject y? Now it's a equation solving. So you cross multiply now. So that would be y plus L2 is equal to, you bring this whole thing to this side, and then this one up here, and the other one down there. So it's going to be L1 sine theta plus alpha divided by sine of n. Do you get that piece? Look into this carefully. Look into this carefully. So now you can subject y is equal to, you bring this one to this side. When you bring this one to that side, it's going to be minus L2 plus L1 sine theta plus alpha divided by sine n. That's the answer. So now if you want this n value over here, this humongous thing, you can substitute in here. That substitution I don't want to do, but that's easy.